So let's go to Genesis 17 real quick as we stand to our feet real quick. Genesis 17. And we're going to start with the 17th verse. The Bible says, Then Abraham bowed down to the ground, but he laughed to himself in disbelief. How could I become a father at the age of 100, he thought. And how can Sarah have a baby when she is 90 years old? So Abraham said to God, May my son Ishmael live under your special blessing. But God replied, he says, No, Sarah, your wife, will give birth to a son for you. You will name him Isaac, and I will confirm my covenant with him and his descendants. Let me say that one more time. I will confirm my covenant with your son Isaac and his descendants as an everlasting covenant. You may be seated. Today, real quick, I just want to talk about don't settle for an Ishmael blessing.
Come on now. Come on.
Don't settle for an Ishmael blessing. Can I get a witness, somebody? God made a promise to Abraham that he was going to give him and Sarah a son. And he said, you will have many descendants. And the thing about it is that after some time, Sarah and Abraham, they did wait a little bit, maybe, but we come to find out that Sarah decided to take matters into her own hands. And what she did was she asked, just to give you a little bit of background of where this scripture is coming from, she told Abraham, she said, look, what I want you to do, because I haven't given you a child, I haven't given you a son. Sarah says, Abraham, as my husband, I want you to go and sleep with this woman Hagar.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Abraham at some point thought to himself, did I hear this correctly? You want me to do what? Sarah said, Abraham, I want you to go and sleep with Hagar. Can I keep it real with y'all?
Come on now.
If you put it in today's times, you would be looking as if, hold on, my wife said what to me? You want me to do what? And so, the thing about it, just pictured it in my head, I can see Abraham saying, but Sarah, you know you a jealous female, you know how you are. You want me to do this. Because I need to make sure that you are okay with this. And so Sarah said, look, I want you to go and sleep with Hagar. And so I can just see him saying, but you know what, you get angry kind of easy. You know, I don't want to mess anything up. We've been doing good. And the thing about it is that I can just see him saying, maybe you need to put this in writing. You ever been on your job and they tell you something good? It's like, what? Yeah, you need to put that one in writing. And so what we find out is that sometimes Abraham, we can find that people will be entertained with the Ishmael blessing. Can I get a witness, somebody? Things that we're really not supposed to be doing, we get entertained with. The truth of the matter is God is trying to give us an Isaac, but we are settling for an Ishmael because we like what Ishmael has to offer sometimes.
Come on now.
See, the thing about it is that he realized, yes, you're right, I don't have a son, but even more enticing, you're allowing me to sleep with another woman. Y'all pray with me. In today's time, there will be a lot of married men that will be happy with that. There will be a lot of men that said, I don't mind settling for an Ishmael as long as you'll let me do what I'm able to do. And so we find that Abraham gets to the point where he says, okay. And the truth of the matter is we kind of like settling for an Ishmael instead of God blessing us with an Isaac. Can I get with you, somebody?
Come on.
But nevertheless, we find that he went on and married Hagar, and he went on and slept with Hagar. And the thing about it is that as soon as he accepted Sarah's plan, he settled. As soon as you accept the world's plan, you're settling. As soon as you accept the plan that's not ordained by God, I want you to know today that you are settling for less. And so what we realize is if you look at the scripture, if you actually look at the scripture, what I like about it is that you find out that even though he made sure that Sarah was okay with this, Sarah had told him to do this, when things hit the fan. If you know your Bible, the Bible shows us that when things hit the fan between Hagar and Sarah, what happened is that Sarah ended up blaming Abraham. I want you to know that when you settle for an Ishmael and things begin to hit the fan, the blame will always be put back on you, even if it wasn't your idea.
Come on now.
So what I'm trying to tell you today is never settle for an Ishmael, but always go for God's blessing, which is Isaac. Can I get a witness? And so we find that Sarah gets mad. She gets mad and blames him. Even though, and the thing about it, I realize people will get you with the okie doke every time.
Yes.
You got to be careful. You better make sure you know what you're doing and what you're talking about, because they'll get you real quick with the okie doke. But we don't, the thing about it, I see in the scripture that we don't believe a lot of times in the blessing. Can I get a witness, somebody? The thing about it, since we can't see the impossible, we oftentimes don't believe God can do the impossible. The thing about it is, I realize that we a lot of times settle for careers, we settle for relationships, we settle for different churches, and we settle, and the list can go on, but we like to settle. Can I get a witness, somebody? And the thing about it, this is what I realized. Abraham laughed.
Yes, he did.
Abraham laughed when he said, "You gonna do what? Give me a child? And my wife's 90 years old, I'm 100, and you gonna do what?" He laughed. And then not only did he laugh, but watch this. Sarah laughed too. If you actually look at the scriptures, Sarah laughed and disbelieved herself. And the thing about it is they laugh to themselves. And this is what I realize about us, is that so many times when God is trying to bless us with something that we can't see, a lot of times we laugh at God. Oh, y'all not praying with me. So many times we laugh at God because we do not really believe that God can do it. And this is what I realized. If you look at Genesis 18, 11 through 15, it says, Abraham and Sarah were both very old by this time. And Sarah was long past the age of having children. So she laughed silently to herself. So many times we laugh of what people say God can do. We laugh because we really don't believe in the Isaac blessing, so we stuck on Ishmael. And so the thing about it is that you have to get in your mind that you have to believe. And so we find that Sarah laughed. Not only Sarah, but Abraham laughed. And we find both of them laughing at God, because there's no way at my age we can have children. The possibility of that happening is slim to none. So sometimes you just end up laughing. But what I found out about the Bible is that we have to stop laughing at God and believe in God. Too many times we're laughing in disbelief because we don't believe it, but if you start to believe. Matter of fact, he returned the next year just to let them know that they were going to have an Isaac. And I want you to know that an Ishmael blessing, what exactly is an Ishmael blessing? An Ishmael blessing is one that you always try to bless yourself with. The one that you always try to create. See, if you really look at the scriptures, Sarah and Abraham created this blessing. But an Isaac blessing is one that God will always give you. That's why you should not settle for the Ishmael blessing, because it's not what God has given you. God is trying to give you an Isaac, and you still settling for an Ishmael. Can I get a witness, somebody? And so, but since we don't believe in the Isaac blessing, this is what Malachi 3 and 10 says. He says, if you don't believe me, he says, try me out. God says in his word, he says, if you don't believe, try me out. Put me to the test. And I like when God says that, because he says, I want you to just understand that I am God. I want you to know that I can make a way out of no way. I want you to know that I'm Alpha and Omega. I'm the beginning and the end. You think I can't do it, but I want you to know today that I love what God says. He says, put me to the test. I want you to know, if you're ever going through something in your life and you don't believe God can do it, I want you to know God said, put him to the test. Can I get a witness, somebody? In your life, there will be times I've been there myself to where I had to put God to the test. Matter of fact, I remember when Sister Quisha passed, I never will forget, I told my brother, I said, I would never be able to love again. I'll never be able to have a woman again. I'll never be able to have a family. It won't happen. My brother looked at me, he said, but what if God just gives it to you? I said, well, he has to put it in my face to where I know I can't deny it. The thing about it is, God says, you don't believe I can do it, but watch what I'm about to do. I'm about to put Matter of fact, I'm going to put myself to the test. I'm going to show you what I can do. I want to show you how I can work a miracle. And what God did, he worked a miracle in my life. I didn't believe God could do it, but I put him to the test, and he proved me wrong. He'll prove you wrong every single time, just to let you know that you can put him to the test. But let me say this. One of the things that we get caught up on is patience, though. Patience. We settle for an Ishmael blessing because we don't have enough patience. The reason why I say that is because Sarah wanted it now. She knew that she was long past giving a baby. So what she did was she said, I'm going to take matters into my own hands. So many times we end up selling for an Ishmael blessing because we don't have the patience. Okay, so in other words, what does the Bible say about that? Well, the Bible says, and think about it, there's a lot of people in here that might be settling for a man that really they shouldn't have in their life. They might be settling for a woman that they shouldn't have in their life. Am I talking to anybody in here? So many times you will settle, not just in relationships, but you will settle on jobs. Yes. There are times you will settle on a job and you will take a job just because the pay looks good, even though you know you don't want that job. God has something better for you. I want you to know today that I realize that we have to stop settling for the Ishmael and let God give us the Isaac. Because the thing about it is, if you wait on God, this is what the Bible says in Isaiah 40 and 31. He says, those that wait on the Lord. Y'all not praying with me. The Bible says, those that wait on the Lord, he shall renew their strength. Can I get a witness, somebody? He said, they shall mount up wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. I come to tell somebody, if you ever just wait on the Lord, can I get a witness, somebody? See, sometimes he might not come when you want him, but I want you to know that he's always on time. And I want you to know, if you ever just wait on the Lord, can I get a witness, somebody? Because you have been settling for an Ishmael way too long. God's been trying to give you an Isaac, but you've been settling for an Ishmael. But I'll tell you right now, if you just wait on the Lord. And so what I found out is that another thing we have to understand, because the scripture kind of messed me up. Because what happened is that Abraham and Sarah got their Isaac. I want you to know today that you can have your Isaac. But the thing about it is, I had to realize about the word is that even with your Isaac, you still have to love God more than your Isaac. Okay, y'all not praying with me. If you don't believe me, let's go to the word real quick. So God finally gives Abraham and Sarah Isaac. He says, my descendants is not going to run through Ishmael. Your descendants is going to run through Isaac. Can I get a witness, somebody? He says, my promise is going through Isaac. But even after I've given you Isaac, I still want you to understand you have to love me more than Isaac. Y'all not praying with me. So let's go to the word real quick. The Bible says that he called Abraham up into the mountain to sacrifice Isaac. So you telling me Abraham had to think in his mind, out of all these years, out of all of my mess ups, I finally got the Isaac, and now you want me to sacrifice Isaac? I want you to know that even when God gives you an Isaac, you still got to love God more than the Isaac. And the reason why he took him up there, because he wanted Abraham just to see if Abraham loved God more than the Isaac. And I want you to know God will bless you with things in your life, but you still got to love God more than the Isaac. Can I get a witness, somebody? And let me just give you my personal testimony, because what happened is that I realized real quick, I can't give my wife's testimony, but I am so blessed because there was a point in time that she was going to settle for selling insurance. Am I lying? She was going to settle for selling insurance. There ain't nothing wrong with it. It was an Ishmael because it was good money. But at the end of the day, it was only an Ishmael. Can I get a witness, somebody? But God, she wanted to go into real estate. And this is what I like about God. God says, I will bless you with real estate. In other words, I will give you the Isaac. All you got to do is wait a little bit. See, she wanted it a long time ago, but it never did come. And it got to a point to where she was going to settle for just selling insurance. But then she decided, hold on, God has more for me. Can I get a witness, somebody? God has an Isaac in my spirit. Can I get a witness, somebody? And so what she did was she waited on God. And then what happened is that when she went into real estate, things still was a little bit slow. You're not praying with me. Things still wasn't showing up, but before you know it, God began to show her that I gave you Isaac. And the thing about it, even though she's doing good in real estate, God still says you still got to love me more than the Isaac. Can I get a witness, somebody? But I I can't really give her testimony, well, so let me give my own testimony. I was at UPS for 13 years.
Yeah.
And UPS was good to me.
Yeah.
Had a good job, good pay. But I knew that's not where God was leading me.
Yeah.
I went into pastorship and I was still working at UPS and doing my business. For those of you that don't know, I have a business teaching keyboard lessons, VA Music Ministry. And the thing about it is that for so long I wanted that to be my main source of income.
Yeah.
I wanted that to be my Isaac. But it didn't look like it was going to be my Isaac. So what happened was that I said, well, maybe I'll just move up in the company. I had been offered a couple times to, why don't you move up in the company?
Yeah.
You can make more money. And the thing about it is the money looked great. But it was still just an Ishmael. What I had to do was, I had to understand that God had an Isaac for me. If I would have took a position at UPS and higher pay, I would have been settling for an Ishmael blessing. So what God did was, he says, if you don't believe me, put me to the test. In this past year, 2016, God showed me that my business could be an Isaac. Are y'all not praying with me? Somebody ought to be able to say amen. In other words, he says, I will give you enough so you can sustain with just your business. And I want you to know today that so many times we get caught up on finances, on relationships, careers. We get caught up on so many things. And what happens is that we start settling. We start settling for the Ishmael. But I want you to know that God is trying to give you an Isaac today. No matter what it might be in your relationship. It might be in your career. It might just be in your own home. Things you're settling for.
Yes, sir.
I want you to know today that God has a greater blessing for you. As we start 2017, I want you to know that we can make this a great year as a ministry.
Amen.
Or we can begin to settle for Ishmael blessings.
Amen.
But I want you to know that I believe God has something for this ministry that is beyond Ishmael, but is Isaac. And not only is it Isaac, but one of the things I realized through the scriptures, as I said before, you have to make sure that you always love God more than the Isaac. Amen. Amen, church.